mouth hygiene and teeth cleanliness. So I about 2 or 3 months ago I noticed that all of a sudden apparently there was a build-up of brown film on my teeth, and I'm like, holy Moses, what on earth is that? I've never had that before. And so I thought, well, best get something done about that. So I ordered some bleach, and the bleach is like this. This is carbamide bleach, 35%, and you put it in these trays and put them on and leave it on for half an hour. These trays, the dentist will extort you for £500 to produce these trays and the first bleaching. Absolute extortionist dentists are these days. And so I already had those trays, and so I bought the bleach, applied it for about a month, constantly leaving them on, leaving the bleach on for about half an hour, and then in the end 45 minutes. But there was, initially it took away the film of brown, which was like tea scale, coffee staining. It took away that film, and when I washed my mouth out after the first bleaching session, there was these like little flakes of brown, and it just fell off the teeth. But what it didn't do was remove the deeper staining, and the deeper staining was pretty bad. And so I went to the dentist, and the dentist couldn't offer any guarantees, and they wanted £80 for this airflow treatment. And I said, well, can you even guarantee 50% improvement? And he said no. And so I thought, well, sounds like a con to me then. But then upon contemplation, I looked at my teeth and I thought, wow, I can't stand them being brown, it looks vile. I'll go for it. So I booked in and I had it done. And I've got to say, people, there is a great deal of improvement. So for £80 you can have the airflow, and what they do first and foremost, they've got this micro tool which is like a little jackhammer, and it's all over the brown areas of your teeth, and it's exceedingly uncomfortable, and I'm like, but it doesn't last that long. It's about 3 minutes, and they go through every tooth, and you can feel it grinding around, and it's grating. Oh, it really is horrible. But it blasts the scale off, and then they do this airflow, very high pressure air, which cleans the teeth and washes in the gums where the gums meet the tooth, and so gets rid of any bacteria infection and that sort of thing. And I'm very happy with the result, and I don't think it was that really expensive. And you can see that I've got another tooth in here, and this tooth is a plate, and it looks like that, and it's a bit odd when you first put it in your mouth. But this is free on the National Health. They don't do implants on the National Health free anymore, because you have to have bone grafts and operations and all different sorts of stuff, and it's very expensive. They want between £2,500 and £3,000 for an implant, and so maybe I'll go to somewhere like Bulgaria or Turkey to get that done. Now the thing is with this, it's all well and good, But until we get used to it, it makes me sound a little bit short-tongued. So, because the tongue wants to go right up to the top of the palate, but it can't now because it's restricted, because it's got this plastic in there, and so you keep sucking at it, and you know. But I'm pretty sure if I wore it for a few days, then you know, I'd get used to it. But initially, it's kind of like it's an alien in your mouth, and so to speak is different, and to sing is different. But I was doing some singing yesterday, and it kind of like, it didn't seem to make that much difference when I listened to it back. But when I'm speaking now, it's kind of like the tongue's flapping around, because, you know, it keeps wanting to go to the top of the palate, but it can't, and so it's just got to learn not to want to go to the top of the palate, just to adapt. But as far as the aesthetics go, well, wow, I am very happy with that. So, what I'm saying then, you know, supercilious will have a go at those with bad teeth, because, to be quite frank, people, it's just laziness, and it's, what is it? What makes somebody accept bad teeth and bad breath and bad hygiene? Well, bad nurturing, no doubt. If you never had parents that conditioned you into good hygiene, then you go through your whole life with bad hygiene, and your teeth will fall out and they'll get brown, and you'll get gingivitis, and you'll have rancid breath, and nobody will ever really be feeling that they can tell you about it. They'll just avoid you, and if you ever have a relationship with someone, then doubtless it's not going to be more than one night, because they're going to go, wow, the guy's or girl's breath stunk. So for goodness sakes, look in the mirror and do yourself a favour. Go to the fucking dentist and say, what can you do about this shit? And first and foremost, they'll give you this airflow cleaning, and then maybe they might suggest bleaching. So you'll get the trays. If you haven't got them, well, you wouldn't have them, would you? You know, it's expensive, but teeth are a big deal. And so I don't like wearing this tooth, but my daughter and my lady friend, they like it a lot. And I'm like, I kind of like the fucking pirate look, to be fair. And I don't like prophylactics, this bullshit denture in my mouth. I just don't like it. I don't feel it's me. I would much rather be natural. And I think, to be fair, if the rest of the teeth are what the fuck? Can't even get it out. If the rest of the teeth are all clean, then people aren't going to think you're a dirty scumbag. They're just going to think you've lost your tooth, and this day and age it's too expensive to put it back. You know, really, 3 grand. Look at what you can buy for 3 grand. You can get a great holiday, and you can buy a very nice car. Seriously, for 3 grand. And so I would seriously begrudge paying anything like that. Maybe I might stretch to paying 1,000 quid if I get a holiday out of it, i.e. going to Bulgaria or Turkey and having the implant done. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to be sufficiently bothered about it, to be honest, people. So anyway, just a wee video on self-actualizing, beautifying yourself, paying attention to the details, keeping things clean, keeping your ears clean, keeping your fucking nails clean. How many of you do that? You know, when you see mostly men, isn't it, with dirty, thick grime under their nails, it's kind of like, whatever, what's going on inside their mind? You know, why don't they just get some nail clippers and cut the fucking nails? And why don't you get some cotton buds and stick them in your fucking ears? You know, I don't know, people. I never understand the fucking human being. It just seems that unless they are conditioned and programmed, then they're never going to take the initiative themselves. They just don't ever think about it. They will never ever think about it themselves. They will never ever think about cleaning the fucking ears themselves. Unless the doctor told them, because it was so caked with shit. Mate, you've got to use these now and fucking again. You know? Anyway, people, before Supercilious rears his fucking head again, I'm out of here.